Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to Headlines of the Day. This is 19th of April 2022 and we are back again with some of the major articles from the Hindu newspaper. Let's begin our today's discussion with the very first article on page number 1 from GS3 Economy section. It is headlined as Wholesale Price Inflation Climbs to 14.55% in March. So the key highlights to consider in this article are what is Wholesale Price Index and what are the recent data associated with it. Moving further on page number 4 from GS3 Science and Technology, there's an article about L-root server. So Rajasthan becomes the first state to get the L-root server. So from this article, you have to know about the L-root server and its features. Moving further on page number 6 from GS2 International Relations, there's an interesting article that is written by Ms. Suhasini Heather that is headlined as India can criticize Russia's Ukraine invasion. From this article, you have to consider what is India's position in Russia's war with Ukraine. Why does India continue to abstain on resolutions critical of Russia's invasion? Why is there combined Western pressure on the issue of India's Russia engagement? Analysis of India's stance, India's dependence on Russia, how India's strategic future is inextricably linked with Russia, and key analysis and what can be the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 6 from GS3 Economy section, there's an article about cryptocurrency. Cryptos and a CBDC are not the same thing. So here we are talking about the central bank digital currency that can only be a fiat currency and not a cryptocurrency, says Mr. Arun Kumar. From this article, you have to consider why are private cryptocurrencies a big threat to our financial and macroeconomic stability. How does the proliferation of cryptos threaten the RBI's place in economy's financial system? What is the central bank digital currency, difference between CBDC and cryptos, and issues linked to them? And further on, what steps need to be taken by the RBI in this particular context? Moving further on page number 6 itself, there is another article from GS3 Science and Technology that is headlined as The Right Price. So TRAI might need to revisit its recommendation to ensure viability of telcos. So here we are talking about the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. From this article, you have to understand what are the latest recommendations of the TRAI on auction of airwaves identified for 5G services, its objectives, concerns, and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 7 from GS2 International Relations, there's an article about Sri Lankan crisis, Sri Lankan lessons for India. From this article, you have to consider about the Sri Lanka's foreign exchange crisis, and nextly, how is it that a country fails to produce even most basic of foodstuff such as rice or milk powder, how politics can affect the economy, how flawed economy policy can affect an economy's prospects, what other lessons from Sri Lankan crisis can be driven for India, why India must learn from its neighbors' misfortune and step up domestic production across sectors. Moving further on page number 8 from GS2 International Relations, there's an article that is headlined as The UK-Rwanda Asylum Plan. From this article, you have to consider what is the UK and Rwanda migration and economic development partnership. What does it mean for refugees and asylum seekers? Why has the deal drawn criticism? What other countries have made such arrangements in the past? Moving further, on page number 12 from GS1 History section, there's an article about Guru Tegh Bahadur's birth anniversary. So, Guru Tegh Bahadur's birth anniversary fete at Red Fort. Our Prime Minister is to address the nation on this occasion and stamp and coin to be released. So, from this article, you have to learn some facts related to Guru Tegh Bahadur and his contributions. Well, that's a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day. For regular updates, you can follow us on our social media handles. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the Next IAS YouTube channel.